Swinging a high drive into center field. It's at the wall. It is gone. Casas does it again. It's gone. It's into the bullpen. This game is tied.
He swings and rips one to center field. It's high. It's deep. It's back. It's gone. Sale winds. He fires. Swing and a miss. Strike three. It's over. The Red Sox have won the World Championship.
What's up? Welcome back to Play Tessie. It's episode 226. This is the official Red Sox podcast of WEEI. Remember, hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts. Rate 5 stars and find us on WEEI's YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up on all of our videos, which you can find in the Play Tessie playlist. You can find us on the socials as well at Play Tessie on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And we got a special interview for you guys today. One of the unsung heroes, maybe unsung isn't the right word, unexpected heroes of this year's Red Sox team. Abraham Toro jumped on with me and Pat at Fenway. Super nice guy. And it was someone that we definitely wanted to talk to soon, and we were glad that we got a chance to talk to him before Saturday's game. So it was after we interviewed him the night after the Carlos Narvaez walk-off, and they then won the 2 games after that. And as we record this intro, Rafael Devers just got traded. So shout out to us for producing extra content that's unrelated to Rafael Devers when all we want to do is die. But shout out to Abraham Toro for jumping on the pod. And do we want to just get right into this interview and we'll meet everyone on the back end?
Sounds sweet.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into it. Here's our interview with Abraham Toro.
All right, we're here with Red Sox corner infielder Abraham Toro. Abe, I heard that the Red Sox and the Yankees were your 2 offers coming into spring training. Why did you pick the Red Sox? What did they have to offer that the Yankees didn't? And I assume you're happy with the decision.
For me, it was a couple things. Just how they talked and how like they saw me. Even though it was like a minor league deal, they said I could be a good fit in the long run. And also for me, it was Cora. Just in the past, I've seen him use the lineup. He uses the whole lineup, even the bench guys. So for me, it was something that's pretty attractive.
So, obviously in the past, you've done a couple different teams, and then Casas goes down, you find yourself at first base. How great does it feel to kind of carve a role here and be so embraced? The fan base loves you. I don't know if you know this. But
sorry.
No. But to just carve out this role and be, Cora's go-to guy against platoons, the switch hitter, and playing every day. Like, how does it feel for you?
Well, for me, I don't take it for granted, the fact that I've been playing more and it's something that confidence you got to earn it, and I came off the bench and thankfully I did good, and now I'm seeing more regular at-bats, and the fans been great. This fans, they expect excellence every day, and that's what I want to give them.
And then one follow-up. Last night, that crowd, the 9th inning with Crochet, the extras, how electric was that to be in here last night with the crowd like that?
Well, so I'm gonna go back when we played the Yankees at their place. I thought it was the loudest I've seen, and I think yesterday beat that crowd.
Yeah.
So I think this crowd beat the Yankees when we played them at their place.
Love it.
Yeah.
So your parents are Venezuelan. You grew up in Canada. Tell us about your background. Like that's such a fascinating background. Venezuelan, grew up in Canada. Now you're here in the States playing ball. Like, tell us about all that.
Yeah. So my parents they moved just a year before I was born. I was born there, and obviously baseball is the number 1 sport. So like that's what they taught me since I was a little kid. And my brother, I have an older brother who played. So for me, I just saw baseball since I was a little kid, and I just grew up with it.
Do you take a lot of pride in being Canadian?
Yeah, I mean, I
Canadian or Venezuelan? Which one more?
I would say I'm both. I'm Canadian, Venezuelan. I'm very proud because at my home, we speak Spanish, got the Venezuelan culture. But obviously, like my friends in the school would be French, so I would say I'm both. I'm very proud to be Canadian, Venezuelan.
Do you speak French?
Yeah, I do.
You speak it fluently?
Yeah.
You speak English, Spanish, French, 3 languages?
Yes, correct.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So going back to the fan base embracing you, are you aware of the nicknames for you online at all?
No, I don't.
All right. So there's Abe the Bull, like Toro. Yeah. There's Babraham Toro.
I like
Babraham.
What is your favorite nickname? Is there a nickname we don't know about that people call you?
No, just Here they call me the Bull. I mean, it's pretty simple, but there's no crazy nicknames other than like the ones you tell me.
Baby, hell yeah.
I didn't know about those ones.
Abraham, I learned about like a few days ago, and my mind shocked. Because I'm like, how did I not think of this?
Oh, Abe the Bull. Took me a good 20 times hearing it to put your last name with a bull, and I was like, oh yeah, no, that's great.
No, I like those. Yeah.
That's the thing. Is like when guys like you're this is your first year here, and this fan base, like we love like figuring out ways to just like latch on to guys and like rally around guys like you. You're playing so well, and so having those nicknames, it like creates like this image. You're like a folk hero among the fan base. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. I mean, again, like if you got any more nicknames, I mean, tell me because I didn't know about those.
As we hear him, we'll loop you in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, we've got a few play testy questions for you.
Okay.
Outside of baseball, what would you say that, if anything, you're an expert in?
Talking about sports-wise?
Anything-wise, like what do you like outside of baseball? What do you know a ton about that people may not know?
I wouldn't say a ton about, but I'm pretty good at making coffee. So
Really?
like, yeah, so like, grind it and then like the good ratio and like, the kind of coffee depends. So I mean,
you do it
I'm not,
yourself?
I won't say I'm an expert, but I would say I'm good.
What goes into it?
Well, again, it depends of the coffee you want. So like some coffees are more strong, some. It just depends on what you like. Oh, sorry, we got interruption.
You're good. No, you're good. Hey,
okay.
you're good, man.
The Barista Bull. Add it to the list.
Yeah.
Abe the barista. I like it.
Yeah.
So we got another one for you. Have you ever seen the movie The Town?
The Town.
Ben Affleck.
Is it like with the rubber bank?
They robbed this place.
Oh, I heard about it, but I haven't seen it. Yeah.
So, concept is you get to pick 3 guys in the organization to rob Fenway with, and a getaway driver. Who are you picking and why?
3 plus a getaway.
3 in the squad and a getaway driver.
I would pick JD, so Duran.
Okay.
Why Duran?
Because he's crazy, so I think that would help in a good way.
That works.
Bregman, because the way like he's smart about baseball, I feel like he could be good. And the last one, I would say Crochet. I need some muscle. I think he would help. And the getaway driver, I would say Chapman. For those,
I was going to say, it should be the guy who just stood in front of the camera because he was by far the most popular.
I mean, I know you guys see his car, but you should look it
God.
up. So getaway.
He's a favorite answer for that.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that particular aspect of the question. Last one we got for you. You just talked a little bit about coffee. What is like a hot take that you have about food? Like a controversial food take. They just had me drinking salsa in the studio, and I hate tomatoes, so that's mine.
I don't know if this is controversial, but pickles shouldn't go on a burger.
Pickles?
Yeah.
Why not?
It ruins it for me. Yeah.
What was Narvaez's? His food take had to do with pickles too. I think he liked pickles though.
Oh,
Pickles suck.
I think he said he didn't used to like pickles, but then
No.
Chick-fil-A turned him onto it.
no pickles.
No pickles?
Oh, on burgers.
On burger, but elsewhere they're okay?
Yeah. Okay.
What is it about the burger that makes the pickle bad?
It's just that I feel like the flavor. I mean, people say with the crunch, but the flavor it doesn't blend together.
They
It's
just don't go
like-
together.
Yeah.
So opposite of a burger.
Yeah.
All right, Abe. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
All right, shout out to Abraham Toro for making his play testy debut. We're gonna probably see Abraham Toro is interesting because he's played so well. And before the Devers trade, it was like when Bregman comes back, what do you even do? And maybe you're still in that camp, but like I feel like Abraham Toro has a better chance to stay relevant on this team and in this lineup with Devers gone. I mean, who do you feel better about, Toro or Yoshida today? It's probably Abraham Toro.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be right now, right? And Cora referred to him the other day as like platoon proof. That switch hitter ability and the ability to play both corners of the infield, that's a valuable skill set. And it's something that you can be in literally any lineup. You're kind of not, I don't want to say injury proof, but you have some protection at both corners from both sides of the plate. He's kind of like his own platoon in 2 different spots, which is, like I said, that's a good player to have, especially when he's hitting like he is.
Yeah, and you've seen the Rays over the years utilize a lot of these switch hitters and target switch hitters in trades, and some of them haven't worked. I think Francisco Mejia was a switch hitter. Is Taylor Walls a switch hitter? Like they've had lineups, and I remember particularly when Brian Bayo made his debut, and they trotted out a lineup out there with basically all lefties. And I was thinking to myself, how do they do this? Where they have all these lefties in the lineup against a righty, and all these righties in the lineup when the lefty's going, and it's because they had 3 or 4 switch hitters on the team. And even though Abe Toro may not be as good against left-handed pitching as he is against right-handed pitching, Pat, you're right, he's platoon proof, and it's valuable to have a guy like that that you can throw out there and not have to worry about a team throwing a lefty out there. You got 3 lefties up, he might be better against righties, but he's still going to hit right-handed against the lefty, and that helps. Again, people, we're recording this mere hours after Devers got traded, so it is a little bit weird talking about Abraham Toro's impact on the team, but he has been kind of a godsend for the team just to keep him reasonably afloat with Bregman gone, and we'll see how well he's able to do that with now no Bregman and no Devers either.
Yeah. Good luck, Abraham. I think one thing I like about Abraham Toro is his footwork is really silly. When he gets the ground ball, he does this thing where he takes like 1,000 really tiny steps, and it kind of looks like he's dancing. And then he throws the ball, and sometimes it's a good throw, and sometimes it's a bad throw. But does that really matter at the end of the day? Not really, because you traded Rafael Devers.
Sammy is ready to die.
I'm so depressed, dude. I'm like actually like not joking. I'm actually depressed. So I don't know what to do. I don't want to watch baseball.
Hopefully by the time this drops, the Red Sox, we're dropping this
Wednesday.
Probably
so
Wednesday.
They've played 2 games.
So hopefully they've won a couple of games, and now they've won 10 out of 12. Because that's the truth here. Is like if guys like Toro, guys like Narvaez, it doesn't matter the names in the lineup. If the guys in the lineup play well and you win games, you forget about the shit that's bad. Like when they were playing well, you forgot a little bit about the Devers drama. It wasn't as much of a conversation. You forgot about the whole, do the kids play versus lefties and righties too? Like, do they do both, or do you bench them? Like, that wasn't a conversation when they were winning the games. The conversation when they're winning the games is that they're winning the games and they're playing well, and you're proud of the guys that are playing well. And guys like Abraham Toro become the conversation. If the team loses games, if guys like Toro, who he's been awesome, but he's playing better this year than he ever has. If a guy like Narvaez, who's been amazing, but he's a rookie, if guys like this tail off and the team starts losing games, then the conversation once again is going to be right back to the Rafael Devers trade. So
yeah, I think it'll be tough to forget when they're playing the Giants next week as well. So I don't think I'll forget. I don't think anything can happen this year with the Red Sox that will make me happy. So
what if they win the World Series?
Yeah, man, maybe, and maybe I'll get elected as president. So who knows?
Sammy, one thing in the interview, because you were not there, and it is our job the rest of the season. Abraham Toro specifically asked us if we see any new nicknames for him, let him know, because he loves the nicknames.
All right.
Yeah, we might need to. I might need to sit down for 20 minutes and just think, okay, what are some good nicknames? Because Abraham, that's a nicknameable name. That is a very that is low hanging fruit.
Oh yeah. No, there's gonna be a pipeline, especially if he keeps hitting like he is. You got Abraham Toro, you got Abe the Bull. I coined Barista Abe.
Oh yeah, dude loves coffee.
Yep. They'll keep trickling in. They'll keep rolling in, and we'll be in Abraham Toro's ear.
Maybe that's why he does the foot thing, because he's super caffeinated and he gets the ball. He's like, have you guys haven't noticed that? At third base, when he plays third base, he gets a ground ball. It's, what it looks like? When
Sammy, make that noise again.
When the Roadrunner is running away from the coyote and his feet turn into a little tornado, I think Toro kind of does that when he throws the ball. But that doesn't change the fact that the Red Sox traded Rafael Devers for some baseballs.
I hope Kyle Harrison has come up and thrown a no-hitter by the time this podcast drops.
I don't know
Maybe
if I
Jordan
feel worse. I don't know if there's anyone I feel worse for than Kyle Harrison. I wish him the best. Good luck, man.
This is how you know the Devers trade is such a big deal. Is we have an interview with Abraham Toro, who we so appreciate jumping on with us, and he's been so good for this Red Sox team. But all roads lead back to the fact that they traded Devers. That's crazy. Like, it sucks. It sucks. But Abraham Toro doesn't suck, and we appreciate that he jumped on with us. And hopefully the team does well, and whether it be guys like Abraham Toro or someone new coming up for some new pitcher, one of the new pitchers. I don't know. Like, we'll try to get more interviews as the season goes on. Hopefully the team stays playing well, and we can, the better the team is, the better chance we are to get interviews and to have good interviews for you guys. So hopefully that happens. But any last words before we wrap here?
Thanks, Craig.
I've never seen Sammy like this.
There was one other time, but I'm trying to remember what happened last year that had Sammy like this, because this doesn't feel like the first time. There was something else. He wasn't when they didn't sign Fried, and then there were reports that they weren't going to sign Burns. I was more upset than Sammy.
No. I think that the other time I've seen this was when it was like confirmed at the time that the Red Sox are not even in on Garrett Crochet. I think that's what the other time was.
Or was it last year? Was it last year when they said that they weren't going to spend?
Maybe.
I've been angry on the pod a lot before. Like when Cora when he pitched to Vlad earlier this year.
Yeah, you were mad.
Very obvious. I was really angry. But like, this is just like, it's just taken my soul. Like, I have no emotion towards, like, if the Red Sox win tomorrow, I don't even know if I'll be excited. I'll just be like, cool, they didn't lose. Good night.
Sammy, I know it'll cheer you up.
Nothing.
Another notorious small market team. Shohei Ohtani is returning to pitching tomorrow. He's starting against the Padres.
Yeah, I saw that. That's great.
Wonderful.
Maybe Dodgers fans will find out in like 4 months when they start following the team, whenever the playoffs start.
All right, let's get out of here. Shout out. I'm sorry to Abraham Toro that this interview just kind of got stuck in like a shitstorm of Red Sox news, and hopefully they've won a couple of games, and that's kind of lightened people's spirits by the time this drops. But we'll see what happens. They're facing some good pitchers. Hopefully they hit Logan Gilbert around. We'll see. Maybe they
coming off the IL. Coming off the IL,
really?
Right?
Okay, so it's not completely unreasonable. But sure if you're listening, if you're listening to this podcast, you know how he did. So hopefully the Red Sox hit him around, and Brian Wu for that matter. But appreciate you guys tuning into this one, and big shout out for Abraham Toro for making the time to chat with us before the game on Saturday. So shout out to him. He's really cool. Appreciate him. 3-language man, Venezuelan Canadian, a rare breed. So shout out to Abraham Toro. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Remember, hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts. Rate 5 stars. Subscribe to WEI on YouTube and find the Play Tessie playlist there. Has all of our videos. Hit the thumbs up on all of them. And we're on the socials at Play Tessie on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. For Sammy and for Pat and for Joe producing and Abraham Toro, our guest, it is Gordo here for Play Tessie. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back in your ears soon. Peace.